everyone, and welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm Jason, your host, and I'm so glad you're here today.
And I'm Julia, your co-host. We're really excited to share today's topic with you because it's something many English learners want to know: how to speak English fast.
Yes, many learners tell us, Jason, I know some English words, but when I try to speak, I'm too slow. Or I stop too much because I'm thinking in my language.
Exactly. And don't worry if that sounds like you. In this episode, we're going to give you tips, tricks, and daily practices to help you speak English faster, more naturally, and with confidence.
And remember, speaking fast doesn't mean rushing or making mistakes. It means speaking smoothly, without long pauses, and letting your words flow.
That's right. So if you've ever felt stuck or too slow when speaking English, stay with us until the end, because we're going to break it all down in simple steps you can follow every day.
All right, let's jump in, and first talk about why many learners speak slowly when they try to use English. So, Julia, let's start with the big question. Why do so many learners speak English slowly?
Good question, Jason. I think one big reason is that learners try to translate every word from their own language into English. That takes time, and it makes their speech slower.
Exactly. I've seen this many times. For example, if your native language is Spanish, Hindi, or Arabic, you might think of the sentence in your language first, then try to translate it word by word into English. And by the time you finish, the conversation has already moved on.
Yes, and another reason is fear of mistakes. Many learners are so worried about grammar, pronunciation, or using the wrong word that they stop and think too much before speaking.
That's so true. It's like they have a traffic light in their brain. Red means stop, yellow means wait, and only after checking everything, they finally say the sentence. But in real conversation, people don't wait that long.
I like that example, Jason. And there's also the issue of limited vocabulary. If you only know a few words, you spend more time searching for the right one. That can make your speaking slower.
Right? And sometimes learners know the word, but they don't have practice using it quickly in real situations. So even a simple word like restaurant or yesterday doesn't come to their mind fast enough.
Exactly. And one more reason, we can't forget this, some learners don't get enough speaking practice. They read, they listen, they study grammar, but they don't actually open their mouths to speak. And without practice, the brain doesn't learn to be quick.
Yes, it's like trying to learn basketball only by reading books. You need to actually play to get faster and more natural.
I love that comparison. So to sum it up, learners speak slowly because they translate in their head. They're afraid of mistakes, they don't know enough vocabulary, or they don't practice speaking enough.
Exactly. And the good news is, every single one of these problems can be fixed with the right techniques.
And that's what we're going to share in this episode. But before we show how to fix it, let's talk about the benefits of speaking English faster.
All right, Julia. Now that we know why learners speak slowly, let's talk about the positive side. What are the benefits of speaking English fast?
Oh, there are so many. First, when you speak faster, you sound more confident. People will think, wow, this person knows what they're talking about, even if you're using simple words.
That's true. I've noticed when learners speak smoothly and quickly, even with small mistakes, native speakers understand them better and respect their effort.
Yes, and speaking faster also helps you sound more natural. In real life, people don't speak slowly word by word. They connect words, they use rhythm. If you practice speed, you get closer to that natural style.
Exactly. And here's another benefit. You can actually communicate more ideas in less time. Imagine you're in a job interview or making friends. If you speak too slowly, you may not say everything you want. But if you're quicker, you can share more.
That's a great point. And I think another benefit is that when you speak faster, you stop overthinking. You don't have time to worry about grammar too much. You just speak. And that's when real fluency happens.
Yes. And I'll add one more. When you speak faster, you enjoy conversations more. You feel part of the flow instead of always trying to catch up.
So true. To put it simply, speaking English fast gives you confidence, makes you sound natural, helps you say more, and lets you really enjoy using the language.
Perfect. And now that we know the benefits, let's look at some common myths about speaking fast. Now, Julia, before we teach people how to actually speak faster, I think we should clear up some myths.
Yes, good idea. Because many learners believe things about speaking fast that are not true.
For example, one common myth is, if I speak fast, people will think I'm fluent. But that's not always true. You can speak quickly and still make no sense.
Exactly. Speed is not the same as fluency. Fluency is about flow, speaking smoothly without long pauses. Even if you speak at a normal speed, you can be fluent.
That's so important. Here's another myth. Speaking fast means using big, difficult words. Actually, the opposite is true. The fastest speakers use simple, everyday words.
Yes. Think about native speakers. They don't always use complicated vocabulary. They use short phrases like, I think that's great. That's what makes conversation fast and natural.
Right. And there's one more myth we should talk about. If I speak fast, I don't need to care about clarity. That's dangerous. If you're too fast and people don't understand you, then the speed doesn't help at all.
Exactly. Clarity is always more important than speed. Speaking clearly and a little slower is much better than speaking very fast but not being understood.
So, to sum up, speaking fast is useful, but it doesn't mean speaking perfectly, using big words, or forgetting about clarity.
Yes, real fluency is about being clear, natural, and confident, not just fast.
Perfect. Now, let's move on to one of the most important parts, training your brain to think in English. All right, Julia, now comes the big question. How can learners train their brain to think in English?
That's so important, Jason, because one of the main reasons people speak slowly is they keep thinking in their native language first. If you want to speak faster, you need to practice thinking directly in English.
Exactly. And one simple way to start is with self-talk. For example, when you're cooking, you can say to yourself, in English, I'm cutting the vegetables, I'm boiling water, I'm making tea.
Yes, that's a great exercise. Another method is describing what you see. Look around your room or your street and try to name things in English. There's a chair, the door is open, a car is passing by.
Right. And here's another tip. Use short questions and answers with yourself. For example, what time is it? It's 5 o'clock. How's the weather? It's sunny. This helps your brain think faster in English, without translating.
I love that. And the more you practice, the faster your brain makes connections. At first it feels strange, but slowly it becomes natural.
Exactly. So the key is, don't wait for the perfect sentence in your language. Train your brain to use English directly, even with simple words. That's how speed improves.
Yes, and the more you do it, the less you'll translate and the more confident you'll feel.
Perfect. Now that we know how to train the brain, let's explore some practical techniques to actually speak faster. All right, Julia. Now let's give our listeners some practical techniques they can use to speak faster.
Yes! The first technique is use short, simple sentences. Don't try to build long, complicated grammar structures. For example, instead of saying, "Yesterday I was supposed to meet my friend at the restaurant, but unfortunately I couldn't go because I was very tired," you can simply say, "I was tired yesterday, so I didn't meet my friend."
Exactly. Simple sentences flow faster and are easier to say.
The second technique is called shadowing. This means listening to native speakers, maybe in a podcast, a YouTube video, or a movie, and repeating immediately after them.
Yes. For example, if the speaker says, "How are you today?" you try to say it at the same time or right after them, matching their speed and rhythm. It's like training your mouth to move faster.
That's right. And here's another tip. Practice tongue twisters. They are short sentences that are hard to say, but they train your mouth and tongue. For example, she sells seashells by the seashore.
That's a good one, Julia. It's fun, and it really improves speed and pronunciation.
Yes, and finally, don't forget regular speaking practice. Talk with friends, record yourself, or even join English groups online. The more you practice, the faster you get.
Perfect. So to review, use short sentences, try shadowing, practice tongue twisters, and speak regularly. These techniques really work if you use them every day.
Exactly. Now, before we go further, let's also talk about some common mistakes to avoid when trying to speak fast.
Okay, Julia, we've shared some great techniques, but learners also need to know, what mistakes should they avoid when trying to speak faster?
Yes, that's really important. Mistake number 1, speaking too fast without clarity. Some learners think speed is everything, so they rush and forget pronunciation. If people can't understand you, speed doesn't help.
Exactly. It's better to be a little slower and clear than super fast but unclear.
Mistake number 2, using long, difficult words. Many learners believe big words make them sound smart, but actually, simple words are better for fast and natural speech.
Right. And mistake number 3, forgetting to practice daily. Some learners try speaking fast one day, then stop for a week. But fluency only comes with regular practice.
Yes, consistency is the key. If you avoid these mistakes, speaking too fast, using long words, and skipping practice, you'll see real progress.
Perfect. Now, let's give our listeners a simple daily practice plan they can follow to improve speed step by step. All right, Julia. Now let's give our listeners a simple daily plan to practice speaking faster. Something they can do every day, even if they're busy.
Yes, good idea. So here's a short plan, just about 20 minutes a day.
Step 1. Spend 10 minutes on shadowing. Choose a short video, podcast, or even a song, and repeat after the speaker. Try to match their speed and rhythm.
Step 2. Spend 5 minutes on self-talk. Describe what you're doing in English. For example, I'm washing the dishes, I'm checking my phone, I'm drinking water. This helps your brain think in English quickly.
And step 3. Spend 5 minutes recording yourself. Talk about your day or tell a short story. Then listen back and notice where you pause or slow down.
Yes, and the best part is, you don't need a teacher for this. You can do it all by yourself at home.
Exactly. If our listeners follow this plan every day, even for just a few weeks, they'll start noticing big improvements in their speaking speed.
That's right. Now, Jason, I think it's time to inspire them with some motivation and real-life success stories.
You know, Julia, sometimes learners feel, I'll never be able to speak fast. But I've seen so many success stories that prove it's possible.
Yes, me too. Do you have one in mind to share, Jason?
Actually, yes. I had a student from Brazil who used to speak very slowly because she was always translating in her head. She felt shy and nervous, but she started a daily routine. shadowing podcasts for 10 minutes, talking to herself in English, and recording her voice. After just 3 months, she was speaking so much faster and with more confidence.
That's amazing, and I've seen the same. One of my students from Turkey told me he started describing his daily life in English every day. At first, it was slow and difficult, but after some weeks, his sentences started coming faster and faster, almost without thinking.
Exactly. These stories show that anyone can do it. You don't need to be special, you just need practice and consistency.
Yes, and if our listeners keep practicing, they will also see real progress. If others can do it, you can too.
Beautifully said. Now, to make this episode even more useful, let's give our listeners a practice challenge they can try right after this podcast. All right, Julia, it's time for a little challenge for our listeners. Something they can do right now to start speaking faster.
Yes. Today's challenge is simple but powerful. We want you to describe your day in English for 1 minute without stopping. Don't worry about grammar mistakes. Just focus on speaking continuously.
Exactly. You can start like this. I woke up at 7 a.m., I brushed my teeth, I ate breakfast, I went to work, and keep going until 1 minute is up.
If you finish 1 minute and feel good, try 2 minutes tomorrow. The key is to keep your brain thinking in English and your mouth moving.
Yes, and here's a tip. You can record yourself and listen back. You'll notice your speed improving every time.
Remember, it's normal to pause or search for words at first. The more you do this challenge daily, the faster and smoother you'll get.
Perfect. So grab your phone or a notebook and try this challenge today. Your English will start improving immediately.
Yes, just start speaking. Don't wait for perfection. That's the real secret.
All right, Julia, that brings us to the end of today's episode on how to speak English fast.
Yes, we covered why learners speak slowly, the benefits of speaking faster, common myths, practical techniques, and even a daily practice plan. Plus, we gave a challenge for our listeners to try right away.
I hope everyone listening feels inspired and ready to practice. Remember, speaking faster doesn't mean rushing. It means speaking smoothly, naturally, and confidently.
Exactly. And don't forget, the key is consistency. Practice a little every day, use the techniques we shared, and soon you'll notice real improvement.
Yes! And if you liked today's episode, don't forget to subscribe to the English Learning Podcast so you don't miss our next tips and lessons.
And share this episode with your friends who are also learning English.